I suspect that they will probably drop some ratings tidbits, some viewership information. People are always so curious to know how Netflix's content is performing. Last earnings, we saw them drop some interesting statistics about their original movie Bird Box that got people talking. I suspect we'll see some of that in a few hours.
So, Julia, here comes Disney at a lower price point. As you just mentioned a second ago, in January, Netflix raised prices. What's Netflix's move here?
Well, I think Netflix has been investing so heavily in content, some $8 billion in content last year. I think they're trying to be a very broad service, a little something for everyone. And also remember, they have so much local language content for different markets all around the world. If you compare Netflix with, say, a Hulu, which has only 25 million subscribers, Hulu is just here in the U.S. So Netflix is really global in its scope, not just in its subscriber base, but also in the variety of content it offers. Bob Iger was very clear from the beginning that his service was going to be priced lower than Netflix because it wouldn't have the breadth of content. What Disney Plus has is the premium brands. What Netflix has is so much content, a little bit of something for everyone, though. Going forward, it's really going to be investing in getting those top content creators, people who have created valuable shows for the likes of ABC and Fox in the past, to see if they could create new franchises for Netflix.
So since, Julia, you mentioned Hulu, AT&T has just decided to sell back to Hulu its stake in that property. It would seem, and this now gives Disney basically 2/3 control of Hulu. What's next for Hulu? And does Disney then become, by size, an even more significant streaming competitor to Netflix if it ultimately takes it all over?
Well, look, it seems like Bob Iger would like to buy out NBC Universal, which owns about 1/3 of Hulu, and have full ownership of Hulu. It's unclear if NBC Universal is willing to sell. I think we'll learn a lot more about what's going to happen with Hulu's full ownership in the next couple of months. But Iger has talked about how Hulu is going to be a key piece of this, and that they're saying that they're considering offering a discounted bundle of Hulu plus Disney Plus and ESPN Plus. Though he's very careful to say they're not going to be forcing a bundle on anyone, with the idea that they're trying to move away from the big fat TV bundle that we're all so used to. So I think, yes, Iger would like to have all of it, but we'll see if NBC Universal, CNBC's
Cynthia,
parent company, is willing to
as
sell.
you pointed out earlier, or as I guess Julia did, a lot of the subscriber growth that Netflix is having is overseas. That's one thing. The domestic growth is a little bit slower, I guess, than it has been. But let's turn to this tidbit about Netflix buying the Egyptian Theater in California, which gives them a toehold in the live event area, which may sort of inoculate them against the criticism in Hollywood circles that they really aren't movie producers because their movies don't show in theaters. Now they'll have a theater to show movies.
Well, right. And just as a purely practical matter for Netflix, which has been investing enormously in movie content, feature-length films, having the Egyptian Theater in L.A., to qualify for an Oscar, a movie has to run in Los Angeles in a commercial theater for a minimum of 7 days. This, in one fell swoop, allows them to meet that requirement.
And so Hollywood presumably would be, I guess, happy that an iconic theater is getting refurbished. Right, Cynthia?
Well, it is an iconic theater, and it is in need of some refurbishing. So there's definitely that. As we saw during this past Oscar race, there is still a little hesitation and a little bit of resistance. Netflix is the new kid coming in to a business that has been operating in a certain way for about a century. It is truly the disruptor in every area that it enters.
Julia is smiling, and it seems like you want to say something. Go ahead.
Well, Tyler, it's just amazing. I mean, you think about Netflix, which is the ultimate disruptor to Hollywood, as Cynthia said, to buy such an iconic theater, a theater which is known for showing old movies on film rather than digital projection, would just be such a statement in terms of their really having arrived in this industry and wanting to become part of the establishment. I mean, Netflix is part of the MPAA, one of the lobbying organizations for the movie industry, but it would be quite a statement if they bought that theater, both as a way to get around the rules and qualify for Oscars, but also to show they're part of it.